frontier offered the promise of a new beginning.
Space, the final frontier. I guess Call of Duty's developers finally played Mass Effect, and they thought, let's make a game like that.
One of our weapons facilities is under attack by the SDF.
When I saw the launch trailer, I was praying for something new. But this is the same Call of Duty we've had rammed down our throats for the last several years, just in space. How original. Congrats, Call of Duty. Now you're worse than Battlefield and Mass Effect. We interrupt Call of Duty to bring you Assassin's Creed. Also, our enemies are other humans, just like in all the other Call of Duty games. We couldn't have had some more interesting enemies? All of our squad members conveniently come to at the same moment.
Care Cloud's judgment.
We present to you the Care Cloud's judgment cliché that has dominated villain dialogue for the last 16 years.
Our team was sent to secure classified weapons from a closed facility.
By hiring a voice actor that sounds exactly like President Obama, are they suggesting that the POTUS should embark on a military career after he leaves office?
Hesitation is a hole in the head. You drilled that into us relentlessly in flight school. Work the problem. Respond.
You were always a fast learner, Lieutenant.
There were more info dumps in this exchange than horse in the pasture. Reyes is a discount not as good-looking Tom Cruise.
We'll take the scenic route.
Salt suggests we take the scenic route, not for the benefit of Reyes, who must have seen it hundreds of times, but for the player's benefit.
Crowd's eating this thing up.
Public relations, Reyes.
It's propaganda, Salt. We lost 4 men and we're throwing a party.
What a pretentious arse. They're throwing a party in spite of the deaths. I'm sure it's been in the works for months. If we cancelled a party every time a soldier died, there would unfortunately be no more parties.
That's an order.
You can't give me an order. We're the same rank.
You got me there, Lieutenant.
This doesn't stop Salt from giving us orders throughout the whole game that we always follow without question.
Look like you can kick some serious ass.
Well, now you're just making me blush, sir.
Ethan's a discount Tars from Interstellar.
Hold on!
Everyone in this ship should be dead.
Sir, take this! What is it? Hacking module. You can hijack a bot's view.
More than just a bot's view, Ethan. You can also hijack its controls. How do we control it? I don't know. Perhaps there's 2 little joysticks on the module? 4 little buttons? Just a theory. A game theory. Let's hope we never have to make any quick exits, because we lose almost 2 seconds when the connection is severed. 2 seconds is enough time to get shot. Oh, how cute. The bad guys have stupid little catchphrases.
You started a war, and I will finish that war.
This bloke is a discount Menendez who's way less cool.
Ars Eternum.
Mars Eternum. Wait a sec. War Eternal? Eternal War? Infinite Warfare? Roll credits in Latin.
ATIS is back under UNSA control. I say again, we have control of ATIS.
Whenever anyone says ATIS, I swear they're saying anus. We interrupt Infinite Warfare to bring you nausea. Our enemies can hijack our HUDs whenever they want, effectively blinding us. We interrupt Infinite Warfare to bring you Furniture Moving Simulator. Gator is a discount Chekhov.
So who has the con, Gator?
Is the highest ranking officer on board? I believe you do.
But earlier Reyes said that he and Salter were the same rank.
Lieutenant Salter and I will deploy with you.
This is a ground assault. Captain's place is on the bridge.
Not this captain.
Instead of following standard military protocol, Reyes models his captainship after the illustrious Captain Kirk.
The indomitable Captain John Alder.
I'm all out of to give about this deceased captain I've never met.
Captain is dead.
Thanks a lot, Captain Obvious. Ludicrous speed, go!
Hold it here!
When it comes to acknowledging the captain, Salter is always quick to announce when Reyes is in the room, but when it comes to small orders, she's always the first to speak up.
What's your assignment, drone?
Captain's order, Staff Sergeant. And it's Bob, not drone, but deserving attempted humor, sir.
Don't call me sir, I work for a living.
Sudden unexpected robot animosity is as sudden as it is unexpected.
Ethan, you good?
Reyes asks Ethan the robot if he's good before he asks Salt if she's good. Ethan should be the one opening all the doors. It would be 0 effort for him and he doesn't really have to worry about getting shot. I'm calling bullshit on this shield technology. The first time I was unable to do anything as I was sucked out of an airlock, I was afraid. Now I'm just annoyed. I can't stand here. Watch me. Shouting and running instead of shooting.
Good work, Ethan. Bravo, Civil Sergeant.
Oh, how cute! Is this a reluctant friendship I see developing between man and machine? I'm having Advanced Warfare flashbacks and I don't like having Advanced Warfare flashbacks.
News reports coming on about the Gateway battle if you want to join us.
I'll pass. No news is good news.
Salt doesn't understand how news works. Just because she's not watching the news doesn't mean there isn't any.
I'll patch in and locate the meeting while you get the uniform.
We're the commander, but all we do in this game is pick missions and take orders from inferior ranking NPCs.
Check your HUD for tracking data.
Reyes is a commander, but Salt still feels the need to tell him to check his HUD. We take off our suit and we put on this one with little to no difficulty.
I've marked a target you can pull an ID from.
Copy. Send it.
Oh, good job, Salt. If we get stopped, they won't be able to tell the difference between me and him.
News report is coming on about Geneva.
I'll hang back. News is bullshit.
Deja vu.
3, 2, 1!
This is almost as cheesy as when the characters in the original Star Trek show staggered around whenever the camera shook. Can't they get these people some seats and seatbelts?
Dad was a tank farmer. Worked the pipelines for about 30 years.
They can fill in all the backstory they want, but Omar's character development begins and ends at Idris Elba. It's time for Reyes to clean off his face. And take a shower.
SetDef invaded, turned into a labor camp overnight.
SetDef went through the trouble of invading an inhospitable moon so they could force people to work. Anybody else asking why they're still in business? Because we are.
Sir, your HUD can track enemy awareness. Leader's low, you're out of sight.
Well, that's a bunch of convenient bullshit.
He's like a cooler version of Ethan. That's not funny.
These blokes are dicks to the best characters in the game.
All sector forces are ordered to surrender for immediate execution.
Yeah, that's the way to get someone to surrender. You can say what you like about Admiral Koch, but at least he's honest. I have no clue why Ethan's always in the ship with us like some sort of humanoid R2-D2. Maybe he's the one doing the actual flying? That would explain a lot.
Captain, I can't stop it. What do I do?
Let it go, Ethan.
Oh, just like Elsa.
We had to pry Ethan's arms open. They'd frozen around you.
So only a true warm interior of a spaceship can thaw a robot's frozen arms? It's nice to know that our future taxpayer dollars will go towards designing unnecessarily slick, responsive military UIs. Just a few games ago, they were using chalk on the side of a tank, and that worked just fine. We interrupt Infinite Warfare to bring you the Avoid the Lava game that everyone played as a child.
Their own security bots turned on them? They can't do that, right?
Well, your captain's got a hijacking module on his wrist, so I think we all know the answer to that question. Dramatic irony or shitty writing? I think I'll go with the former. This is why every robot should have a remote kill protocol.
I won't make it! Leave me! Go! Won't do that! Mission first, go now!
What a shitty death for an awesome character.
I gave you a direct order!
I'm the pilot of this ship. It's my job to make sure that we get back.
We lift off on my order!
Reyes is absolutely justified in his anger, but she's never punished for her insubordination.
Lieutenant Salter, get our jacks on alert. I want Raven standing by for survivors.
Reyes, I don't anticipate it.
Do it, Salt.
I never thought I'd say this, but Call of Duty has created a character more annoying than Irish from Battlefield 4. Salter, who disobeys direct orders from and who argues with her commander.
Salt, get a combat rescue team out there now.
There's no one out there, Reyes.
Are you f***ing kidding me? Salter needs to be relieved from duty now. Admiral Koch isn't a real villain. All we've seen of him so far is television broadcasts. Why not go back to their roots? Black Ops 2, a game in which you become the villain and the villain is flipping amazing. That might have saved this game.
May I ask how? Captain?
Asking without asking.
Let's hit the flight deck, Captain.
Most impotent captain ever does nothing unless his subordinate tells him to. At the beginning of the game, it was boring, but now it's just annoying.
This son of a bitch is a handful, sir. Sooner he's under sedation, the better.
Instead of sedating him before transferring him, they whine about the trouble they're having because he's not sedated. Also, it's laughable that they're transferring the whole prisoner. It would have made much more sense to cut the transponder out of him and transfer just that by plane. Rebuilding efforts have apparently been at zero. This also waits for us to show up instead of quickly cutting the transponder out of himself and destroying it.
My fleet lands here.
He dies far too quickly from that stomach wound.
I will detonate this vessel and level your city.
The city's pretty well leveled already, mate. Empty threat is empty.
Leave your bridge. Pick up a weapon and fight.
We don't fight. We attack.
Worst Call of Duty villain ever. Can we have Corvus back, please? And we've basically just defeated Admiral Koch. This is not a cigar-worthy victory. Should have seen this right away, but we are now. This is a discount Star Destroyer.
Olympus, verify fire status. You are reading weapons red.
Negative, Tower. Olympus's weapons safe. Stand by for systems check.
The SDF has absolutely no countermeasures for a hijacked ship, other than a woman saying that their weapons are primed. Way to go, SDF. And why does the SDF take so long to respond? I don't know, do you? Call of Duty is so well established that stuck doors have something bad on the other side that I'm not even surprised when I get sucked through. This is the most confusing finale I've ever seen in gaming ever, and it turns out that it's not even the finale.
Rest in peace, guys.
Reyes momentarily switches franchises and becomes Ezio Auditore.
Where the hell were you?
F you too, Salt.
I'll do whatever it takes to keep us secure.
You're our leader, sir, not our savior.
I hold myself accountable, Chief.
As you should. You aborted the mission. Captain.
This interchange makes zero sense. She's mad at him because he doesn't want to send his men off on a literal suicide mission. Last time I checked, that's the mark of a good captain.
I couldn't ram my own ship, I would have killed them.
I came to win. This doesn't look like victory.
Call of Duty has become a proponent of mutually assured destruction. If you have an opportunity to defeat the enemy but you kill all your men in the process, then take it.
Robot army reporting for duty, sir.
Well, that's convenient.
Chris out there, go see him. You need a weapon.
So, I'm glad you're still here.
Well, I'm not. As I said before, she's the bossiest character ever and she's not even my boss. Where does she get off telling me to go and get a weapon? Who is she, my mother? Not that my mother ever tells me to go get weapons. Just a figure of speech. The camera angle on her face confuses me. She's not holding the camera and it's not attached to her helmet. I guess it's just floating there? Gator deserves a better death. McCallum deserves a better death. Also, there's no good reason why they didn't just stick a grenade on the outside. We interrupt Infinite Warfare to bring you an MC Escher illustration. My brain hurts.
Well, I guess I'll see you both in hell.
What a fucking bitch. I know this is something that people say, but she just said this to a man and a basically sentient robot who are willing to sacrifice themselves for the human race.
Power interference may disable my processor. Hack into my system and you can keep me moving.
Hate to say it, but if your processor's disabled, you ain't going anywhere. That would be like saying, I turned off my computer, but you can keep using it if you hack it. If the computer's turned off, nobody's using it. Least durable spacesuits ever. After all we've gone through, we're killed by fucking debris.
Hesitation is a hole in the head. You drilled that into us relentlessly in flight school.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like if GamingSins talked about the good parts of video games? Well, if you're interested, click on the link here or in the description to check out everything great about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And if you're about to shit yourself because you think there was nothing great about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, well, we found a few things that are sin removal worthy, and you can see them by clicking here.